Kan aneh, YouTube tuh suka aneh. Emang nggak jelas. Oh iya, dorong. Astaga. Ini apa nih? Oh iya, Kiki birthday. Suka lambat sih ini kalau kayak confirm atau claim gitu, pasti suka lemot. Aneh. Apakah emang prosesornya udah ketai gitu? Kan lambat tuh. Pencet L1 buat roda ini aja lambat. Pada itu. Gimana ya? Ku tahu. Oh udah. Udah tuh pada kesenangan tuh, tahu dari rilis kok. Gimana dulu ya? Udahlah. Aduh. Berhubung dekat lah ya, sambil selesai commission yang deket-deket dulu. Time trial doang. Masih? Oh, ke atas itu. Oh ini yang dulu pertama kali yang bingung ini gimana sih caranya. Ternyata ngebunuh apa slime-nya biar dapat waktu. Nah udah kan es. Kalau Genshin lumayan cepet sih persiapan streamnya, soalnya kan tinggal buka Genshin. Kalau Arknight tuh anjir, kadang nggak mau kebuka lah, blue stacknya nge-stuck. Enggak, terus kadang force cost sendiri gitu kan. Buang heal langsung.
Not that Paimon's scared or anything. Just, concerned for your safety. It's just that this is how lots of scary stories go. You're in an empty place, in the middle of nowhere, there's barely any light, and then just when you least expect it, a stranger comes out of...
Oh.
Quick, do something! Paimon's intuition says that anyone we run into here is going to be far from normal. If he gets us, he's gonna eat Paimon for sure.
Ntar deh, kayaknya terlalu kecil deh ini suaranya. Nah, soalnya kalau kemarin kan Arnek suaranya kegedean. Apa musik? I came from beyond.
Traveler, are you from one of the other nations? No, I've never seen your kind of attire before. Could it be that you traveled from the other side? I'm just here for a funeral. I don't mean to offend. No matter who you are, there's no need for any ill will between us.
Whew. Seems he's just your average scaredy cat. He looks more afraid than Paimon. Yup. You should leave the introductions to Paimon. Don't be afraid. We come in peace.
Gods protect me!
No. Stop freaking out and stand still. Relax.
Relax? Yes, whatever you say. Please stay your hand. Don't come any closer. I mean you no harm. Don't touch me.
Hey, Paimon already said nothing's gonna happen.
Ngeselin ya, ngomong so pengecut. Ngeselin ya, ngomong so pengecut.
Let's go after him. He might do something stupid.
Wah.
Director, there's a ghost after me.
Mama kau?
Don't get too excited. These are clients, not ghosts.
Exactly. We said we're not ghosts. Why won't you calm down and let us explain? Although, clients doesn't seem quite right either.
Forgive me. This is one of our new
Ayya.
undertakers, Mung. It's his first time working a funeral, so of course he's afraid of his own shadow.
Funeral. Oh, the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor! Zhongli is a consultant there. They deal with this stuff a lot, right?
Oh, you know Zhongli? Well, that saves me a lot of explaining. I'm Hu Tao, the current director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, responsible for, trifling matters having to do with immortality. A satisfying trade to be in, though, and Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is well known around town. Whatever the request, I'd be glad to hear it.
Mau Jepang mau yes, aku tahu cocok sih kayak dua-duanya.
Funeral parlors help. This is hardly the place.
Kayaknya sih ya.
But you see, I wasn't referring to clients in the business sense. Everyone who enters this mortal realm will be a client of mine. Sooner or later.
Oh, that's dark.
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor welcomes advanced reservations. When you choose us, you'll never have to worry about what might be around the corner. But be sure to book the right date. Pro tip, it is a living nightmare trying to get flowers at short notice. Speaking of dates, if you're struggling to decide, please do come and talk it over. I'd hate to see you still alive and kicking when your big date comes.
Whoa! Slow down! That's... you... There's a lot to unpack here.
You'll have to excuse her. The director is a rather unique individual. Allow me to explain. We'd heard that there'd been some supernatural activity at Wuwang Hill. To restore calm here, we performed a funeral ceremony. It went very smoothly. According to the director, we shouldn't be expecting any more issues in the near future.
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, Wuwang Hill, funeral. What more is there to say? These three belong in the same sentence. You two, on the other hand, have no business coming to Wuwang Hill. You being here is not normal.
Maybe your understanding of normal isn't quite normal.
Adventure? You must hail from the Adventurers Guild. Then you are one of our distinguished clients. Wood, to be precise.
Wood? What do you mean?
That's just how we gauge our clients' importance. We have 4 levels: wicker, bamboo, wood, and marble. The higher the grade, the better we'd like to get to know you.
But I've just only heard of this.
Well, that's because I only just thought of it. Oh, don't look so shocked. Well, take a look. Our adventurers spend the whole day scaling mountains, clearing domains, and smiting enemies. Danger and peril are their bread, and butt clients like these deserve better treatment. Taking an interest in their daily lives will ultimately benefit not only them, but also me. Oh, touched a nerve, did I? I'd have thought any adventurers who dare come here would be used to conversations like this. Anyway, I have a favor to ask.
Prank.
Recently, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor has been trying to strike a business deal with the Adventurers Guild. With you acting as an intermediary, it would be so much easier. Let me think what I could offer you as a reward. Or perhaps there's a favor I could do in return?
We're looking for someone. We've asked a lot of people, but nobody seems to have a clue where they are.
This seems like something right up my alley. I can even inquire with the ones who no longer speak for you. You see? Helping me will be worth your while. Come on then, my able assistants. Let's get down to Liyue Harbor and do some business.
When did we become your assistants? Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Oh iya.
The what?
Sama di ya kita coba dulu deh. Lalala. Jadi triple api ya. Kayak diluk ya ini. Nah, maksudnya kayak diluk apa voice actingnya, jadi pas di storynya fine. Dia pakai apa sih ini? Iya, Staff of Homa, jelas itu. Jelas Crimson.
Fire, pants on fire.
Ultinya ngapain sih? Oh, HP regen. Full tidak hotel? Enggak lah, nggak perlu. Aing udah punya zong. Pole arm semua ya, rata-rata yang ditunggu kemarin. Show pole arm. Orang Huta juga pole arm. Kasihan King kemarin numpang lewat doang. Aduh, aduh. Tanah Karya nih kalau nggak salah. Ya Tanah Karya kan yang di situ. Language ya. Risa Tanah Karya. Risa Taneda Tanah Karya mah. Si Lisa Tanah Karya mah. Ini coba lagi deh. Peticilan dong. Ini mah pure DPS sih. Oh, ngambil darah dia. Ngambil darah. Oh iya, nge-heal dia. Oh iya, dia bakal ngambil darah. Tapi energi recharge kok cepet ya? Penasaran. Dia bakal semakin banyak. Oh. Iya tuh. Jadi semakin banyak orang ini malah bisa nge-heal, semakin banyak orang kena damage ultinya nge-heal. Udah. Kalau voice actingnya, kalau skillnya mah 11-12 diluk sih. Tapi kalau untuk voice actingnya sama kayak diluk, jadi jadi di storynya bagus voice actingnya, tapi pas di in game voice line-nya lumayan malah jadi kayak off karakter gitu. Ini bertahan sama English voice actor gara-gara Zhongli. Zhong itu paling kalau bahasa lu nggak tuh mau ibu macam apa lagi gitu yang main Genshin tapi pakai bahasa Inggris.
You again. Look, I told you, we're not interested in the kind of cooperation you describe.
Come on, there's no reason to get upset. Look, one of your members is an avid supporter of my proposition. Oh, since our last negotiation, I've come up with a new proposal, which I think you'll find has far more benefits for you. First things first, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor will prioritize the Adventurers Guild requests above all others. You'll also receive 100 of our signature wooden coffins for free, together with your first order. That's not all. We also provide an on-site cadaver collection service covering almost all regions in Liyue. Now, we do charge a slight premium for a very small number of especially dangerous areas, but don't you worry about that. I promise you, it's still very affordable.
I don't think you're hearing me.
Okay, all right. I get it. You want to bargain a little more, but our offer as it stands is already quite a good deal.
Do it,
Just
Sikil.
think about it. An adventurer's life is full of unexpected threats. It's only natural to take precautions. Mend the roof before it rains, as...
Yeah, no. I'm not so sure that saying applies in this Speaking of precautions, I'd rather focus on keeping my adventurers safe in the first place. It's time for you to go. I have to attend to other matter.
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, what would you say to a group discount? 30% off for part...
Director, please, you did your best. We don't need another clash with the Millilith.
If Paimon understood all that correctly, it seems like she's trying to sell them the funeral parlor services.
Yeah, nothing left to do here.
Yeah.
Let's go back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Rejecting a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's their loss.
Save this money.
Some things are inevitable. It's only...
Masa kena sih segitu? Kita coba ada zongle ik bakal mewek sih.
こうなったらいつもの手段を使うしかないか。もうあなたに任せてた広告はできた？
いや、すみません。まだ半分しかできてないです。でもこんなおかしな宣伝のやり方、本当に役に立つ。
絶対に効果があるから安心して。これは王城堂に代々伝わる方法なんだから。
Megumin.
まず必要としているお客さんが王城堂の門前に置かれた何も書かれていない木札を手に取り、そこに依頼内容を書いた後、その内容を見た私が不法だろうと仮想だろうと葬儀だろうとお客さんの要望通り満足させる。まあ面倒な方法ではあるよ。あっちこっち走り回ることにもなるし。けど一度にまとめてあげれば。
そうじゃありません、同州。俺が言ってるのは木札の役割じゃなくて、その木札に広告らしき文言が一切ないことです。
いい？商売っていうのは時代に沿って変えていくものなの。王城堂だってそう。業務先を開拓していくのもとても大事な仕事よ。私が同志になってからは
Jelas sih zongle capek sih ini anjir ngasuh.
過去には他のお店と同じようにチラシを貼ったこともあるけど、洗顔軍にきれいさっぱり剥がされちゃってね。臨死一日体験を開催しても誰も来なかったし。当たり前だろう。
Itu mah ini udah jelas sih zongle capek ngasuhnya anjir astaga.
最後の最後でやっぱり代々伝わる方法が一番いいって気づいたの。これこそが歴代同士の知恵ってやつだ。今はいろんなところに話を持ちかけて提携先を探してる途中。別の方法がいいなら木札に1個買ったらもう1個おまけって言葉を書くとかどう？何を買うんだ？ それはもちろん丈夫なもう一つの家だよ。
Kuburan dong.
すぐに使う予定がなくても大丈夫。王城堂の品物は質に自信があるからね。まずさあもう
Liburan.
ことの準備をしてちょうだい。私たちの今後の商売に関わってくるんだから。
けどやっぱり俺。
あ、わかった。割引が足りないと思ってるんでしょ。確かに冒険者協会は新規のお客さん、昔からのお客さんにも同じように誠意を少し考えてくる。新入りさん、ちょっと待ってて。おいらたちは新入りじゃないぞ。仕方ない。この辺りを散歩でもしながら彼女を待つか。
Orang kalau Genshin kayak tetap kebiasa pakai. Kecuali yang kemarin yang pas ganyu, soalnya ganyu lebih cocok pakai Jepun apa Genshin lagi apa siapa aja sih? Wah, Fairy Lady.
You must be the director's new hires.
Penihaya.
Not us. We're just very curious about Wangsheng Funeral Parlor and Hu Tao.
Well, I wouldn't get too curious if I were you. Too much knowledge isn't good for ordinary folk. The director is tactful when it comes to what should and shouldn't be known.
Her? Tactful?
Yang cocok pakai bahasa Jepang tuh ininya Fenty.
We should keep going.
Makanya.
Let's go find Hu Tao.
That's settled then. Write it like this. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor Bumper Sale. Buy one, get one free. Buy two, get three free. More
Wait,
for
what?
your Mora. I love it. Better than all that lifeless brochure stuff. We want people to feel warm and fuzzy.
Jual kuburan.
Isn't lifeless the name of the game in this industry?
That's old hat. We're opening up new ground.
Why does Wangsheng Funeral Parlor need to open up? Yes, director.
Poor guy's giving up.
Right, we should get going. I am not letting new business escape us.
We? As in us.
Who else? Do you see anyone else around here? Oh, well, you probably wouldn't see them if there was.
Stop adding little afterthoughts like that. It creeps people out.
Just a joke. Sorry. Everything you see is everything that's present. For the moment. Lighten up. The way I see it, people make death scarier than it really is. What people truly fear about departing this world is suffering and regret. To deal with the trauma, they let their imaginations run wild with notions of ghosts and evils. Oh, baseless fantasies. What we've ended up with is a topic that people are morbidly afraid of talking about. If I don't broach the subject, then Wangsheng Funeral Parlor won't be long for this world. Oh, more approachable and appeasable than you'd imagined?
I wouldn't say that. Let's just say at least it didn't hurt us.
You must have come across a particularly ferocious entity. How should I put this? Most spirits are incapable of harming ordinary folks. The job of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is to guard the border between life and death. So for ordinary folks, the best case scenario is ignorance of all matters concerning spirits in the afterlife, or even better, a belief that none of it exists.
Then you really don't have any excuse for spooking the heck out of people.
You make it sound so abominable. I'm just trying to get them to see the humor in it all. I never thought you'd be such a bore. Never mind. If you stick by me, everything will become clear. All right, let's get going.
Director, wait. What about Big G? Don't forget.
Big G? Who's that? We've been in Liyue for ages and never heard that name.
Oh, nothing. Just something Mung's been pleading with me to take care of. Should be a piece of cake.
Where are we going?
Big G. Don't mind me.
To visit an important potential client, I'll lead the way.
Kasian Zhongling asuh nih. Aduh, nih. Mana sih? Nih, mana? Nah.
The current overseer of the funeral parlor? I cannot deal with that child.
F buat Dedi. F buat Dedi.
Sorry, who are you?
Hello, I'm Hu Tao, director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Okay, so why would someone from Wangsheng Funeral Parlor be looking for me?
Nothing major. How are you feeling these days? Any aches or pains?
Ditawarin kuburan anjir.
You shouldn't ignore them, by the way. Very often they're an omen of something terminal. When we're healthy, it's easy to forget the crushing fragility of life. So, aches and pains.
Wait, nyempet style
Best to
dulu.
keep an eye on them.
What are you getting at? I'm in great health and enjoying life very much, thank you. Go and find some other poor soul. Goodbye.
Why did they get angry? What's wrong with it?
Don't bother me again. I'm doing just...
Simon thinks it's because they're coming from the director of a funeral parlor.
And you are? Be quick.
Hello there. Would you be interested in understanding a bit about our services at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor?
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor? I'm not in need of your services. So you're out here looking for new customers? Don't you think this might be a bit of a crass way of going about it?
Hardly. Isn't this the fashion these days? Bring the service to the customer and all that.
I'm not sure it's every service that falls into that. Anyway, please bother someone else if you don't mind.
Another failure. Still, not the end of the world.
Paimon's curious. Does this approach ever work out for you?
Please, what?
Oh, ini di bawah. Ya udah nggak ada ini apa? Lupa dekorasi lantern ride-nya.
I know your face. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor director, right? I'm sorry, I'm really in no need of it.
Don't apologize. Get to know us. We've got a new sale going. Ever hear the saying, out with the old in...
If you keep talking like this, I'll have to call the Millilith.
No. Okay, relax. We're leaving. But Wangsheng Funeral Parlor awaits your distinguished patronage.
You really don't give up, do you?
Are you trying to make me feel better? Thank you. Seems you understand me far better than most people.
Not really. This is just getting really uncomfortable.
Business development? Is that what you see this as? Surely you don't think all that was business development?
Then what was it exactly? Traumatization for its own sake?
No. The business development ended after the discussion with the Adventurers Guild. I was helping to find somebody for Meng. You remember Big G? As it turns out, the Big G that Meng is looking for is a ghost adrift in the mortal realm. The three we saw just now were all people I suspected of being followed by Big G. but having seen them, I didn't sense the presence of anything otherworldly. So we just had a quick chat, and I left it at that.
Why didn't you say so? Paimon thought you had some kind of sixth sense for, people in declining health.
Huh? What would I need that kind of ability for? I'm no doctor. Were you seriously hoping that the director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was going to start healing people? Or...
Paimon was trying to subtly imply that... never mind. Paimon wouldn't know how to explain subtlety in a way you'd understand.
Well, let's leave that for now and head back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. This Big G matter is very closely linked to Meng.
Shang Chen.
Welcome.
Duh.
Meng, I'm back. I'm afraid we're still no closer to finding Big G.
I see. Well, I'm just sorry for the trouble. We've already searched in all the likely places.
Who is this Big G anyway?
I guess I should start at the beginning. My home was in the vicinity of Wuwang Hill. In my youth, I had a good many friends there. Big G was one of them. We were the best of friends.
Udah kada WA kan? Nggak ada.
Inseparable,
Sip.
really. But one day, there was an accident. And that, I've never forgotten. Too many memories, I suppose. But recently, after one such visit, I started to feel strange. Now, every night, Big G appears and I can't help but wonder, did I disturb him somehow? Perhaps. I don't have proof, but I can't stop worrying. How would I ever come to terms with my childhood friend becoming an evil spirit?
That's why he joined Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. In place of a salary, I'm helping him deal with this and in fact, what Meng has said is entirely plausible. Spirits on occasion do find a way into our world. But as for evil spirits, I think you're scaring yourself. Even I have only encountered malevolent forces a handful of times.
But are you sure there's no danger? I couldn't bear for him to go around harming people.
You see what I mean? Look at the state of him. If we can't find Big G, it'll eat away at Meng forever. Those people we found today were also Meng's childhood friends. I thought there was a good chance Big G might have hidden among them.
Wuwang Hill, childhood friends? Seems like...
Sorry, excuse me. Is this Wangsheng Funeral Parlor? My name's Lo Chung. I've had this awful feeling recently, like something's staring at me. Some of my friends and I went to Wuwang Hill the other day on a dare. After I returned home, I fell ill. I've been having recurring nightmares, but the doctors can't find anything wrong. I think that it's a curse, right? I've been cursed by a
Say no more. There's no doubt it's a demonic curse, all right, and a serious one at that.
You believe so too? That it's just like they say in the tales of old. The vengeful spirits of the gods who fell in the Archon War return to cast their evil, and if the curse isn't lifted, it will burn through the body, laying waste to flesh and bone. Oh, what a wretched end! The symptoms I'm having are just like those described in the tales.
Wuwang Hill? No, I don't think it was a curse. It was probably just Big G.
Hold your horses, both of you. There's no need to creep each other out.
Isn't that exactly what you like to do, though?
Wangshan Funeral Parlor specializes in demonic stuff like this, right? Help me, I beg you!
All right, don't panic. Leave it to me. You've come. However, in order to lift the curse, we need a suitable... Come with me, my trusty assistants. I'm going to need your help.
I guess I'll come too.
Help him make the preparations first. The incense exorcism, the one I taught you. When you're ready, come and find me. Once we've finished with this, we'll get back to the big...
Okay, I guess.
Right. Let's go.
Udah. Kering, belum sarapan, minum susu doang. Duh. Apaan nih? Atau jangan-jangan?
Rituals are you gonna perform here?
No ritual at all. We just need to kill some time.
Eh?
Wait, you didn't take all that vengeful god's curse stuff seriously, did you? They were eradicated ages ago. You saw those two. One thinks he's been cursed, and the other one believes his friends turned into an evil spirit. It's hard to reason with them. Now you see why I believe that ordinary folks should be kept in the dark. I've seen too many people lose their senses on account of things like this. If you want to calm them down, you need to convince them with something tangible. And the best way to do that is to make a great show of destroying the boogeyman they believe in before their very eyes.
Sounds like that might work. If you were trying to cheer up a 3-year-old. Why would you ask that? Paimon just wants to know why we can't tell everyone the truth.
Because you can't guarantee that telling an ignorant person the truth will improve the situation instead of exacerbating. What I can do is pretend to pull back anyone who believes their time is nigh. But since the curse is imaginary, our fix will also be make-believe.
Makes sense. But why would anyone believe that it's a curse?
Do you know the history of the Yaksha? They once fought against the ancient gods. They fought brilliantly in a battle that engulfed the whole world in darkness. Although the gods were defeated in the end, that resentment turned into a pestilence spreading amongst the ordinary folk. Hysteric people mistook it for the curse of the gods. The plague took the lives of many, which only furthered its spread, as the dead were a breeding ground for the disease. Then someone discovered how to prevent it from spreading, purify the air, and burn the bodies of the deceased. The pioneers of these practices were, you guessed it, the founders of the Wangshan Funeral Parlor.
Paimon didn't see that coming. Really?
Yes. Anyway, it took many years, but eventually the plague was completely eradicated. We've dealt with similar phenomena multiple times throughout the ages. Each time we successfully restored the balance between life and death. To sum it up, we are gatekeepers, guarding the border for the sake of both the living and the dead. So when I say this curse is just a figment of the imagination, I say it with more certainty than most. But I also can't really go telling people that the ancient plagues were real, or it would incite panic. Anyway, let's wait a bit more and get ready for the show. This ley line monolith will make for a really great prop. Oh, you're finally here! We just finished our preparations. Now, look here. This device is used to drive away evil spirits. It'll absorb the curse inside you and cause it to take a physical form. But don't worry, the traveler here is a seasoned warrior and will assure our safety. Right. I forgot to tell you. It'll be fine.
Will that really solve my problem?
Trust the director. She might look like a weirdo, but she's serious about everything.
How can you call me a weirdo? I mean, wouldn't you say it's more charmingly naive or disarmingly different? All right, let's get down to business. My glamorous assistant, please activate the device.
Is it really possible to materialize the curse?
Diem semua. Nah, udah ngumpul.
This is order.
I'm counting on you.
How are you feeling? Did the curse leave your body?
Yes, I feel more invigorated than ever before. I'm cured. I can't express how grateful I am for your and the Traveler's help. If it hadn't been for you, the curse would have taken my life.
Great. In which case, I guess now I can tell you. You've been pranked.
Gitu. Pengen lagi screenshotnya ya. Screenshot lah. Nah, aduh, lupa buka snipping tools.
What?
This exorcism device? People like you wouldn't recognize it, but it's just an old ley line monolith, deceptively effective at attracting monsters. And those were real monsters, not a manifestation of your curse. So riddle me this. If I didn't do anything to lift the curse, then what's the cause of your sudden recovery?
The curse wasn't real? Then why was I sick?
Well, you caught a cold, ate something bad, or just scared yourself sick. It's anyone's guess, but I'm leaning towards the last option. Wouldn't be the first time in my career.
How unexpected.
I also didn't expect that, but still, I'd like to thank...
Don't mention it. I found a way to deal with your fears this time, but I can't do it over and over again. So I'd appreciate it if you try not to give in to superstitions in the future. Human life is short. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Wow, what a weird thing to say. I shall head back. I'm sorry for troubling you.
I feel relieved to see that it wasn't Big G's doing. However, unless he crosses the border, there will be no end to his end. Since we are done with the matter at hand, can we resume our search for Big G?
I believe that won't be needed. He found us first.
Big G?
I didn't mean to bother you. Any of you.
Suara Fenty tuh.
This is Big G? He's just a child?
Oh, well, he is a spirit. It's quite normal that he looks just like he did when he left this world.
That's not what Paimon imagined when Paimon first heard the name Big G.
Let's bring him back to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. We have much to do.
Terus ada yang looping nih, kalau nggak salah kan ada quest yang looping. Aing malas. Teleport aja. Pojokan banget sih. Kucing.
After all that's happened, Paimon's not even sure what's going on anymore.
Actually, I'm not surprised in the slightest. Remember what I said? There's only so many evil spirits in this world. It was a twist of fate that made him leave Wuwang Hill in the first place. Now, for some reason, he can't go back.
This explanation sounds a bit far-fetched, Paimon.
Actually, she pretty much summed it up.
Huh?
Don't ever question my professional instincts.
I just wanted to check up on my friends. That's why I came to Liyue Harbor. I promise I wasn't up to any mischief. I never wanted to scare anyone. A few days ago, some people came to Wuwang Hill on a dare. I heard them saying they'd come from Liyue Harbor, so I followed one of them back and ended up here.
It must have been poor Luocheng that you followed. Maybe he didn't notice you, but he could still feel your presence. Now we know what caused his night.
I was discovered?
Well, I assume so, otherwise he wouldn't have been scared half to death.
Yeah, Hu Tao and Meng were searching for you all over the place.
Oh, that's because I couldn't find them. It's my first time in Liyue Harbor, and I got lost in the city.
Now that you mention it, Big G always had a poor sense of direction. When we were kids, he'd never go down the hill by himself. We always had to lead him.
So, all of this was just because you got lost? Why didn't you just fly? Like any other ghost or spirit? Don't you think it's much easier to find your way from up above?
I can't. It's too high for me. I get scared.
What the fuck?
That's right, yes! He used to be so afraid of heights that he wouldn't even so much as look down the hill. You haven't changed a bit.
I knew I wasn't supposed to show myself to the living, and with so many people walking around Liyue Harbor, my only choice was to hide. I wouldn't have found you if it weren't for the Leyline Monolith's call.
I'm so relieved that you haven't become an evil spirit.
Like I said, don't ever doubt my professional instincts. No, all we have to do is escort this lost child back to Wuwang Hill, and we should be done and dust to dust.
But he just said he wanted to visit his friends. Apart from me, there's also Little Wu, Mumu, and Songze.
Well, if that's the case, we can't let him down. We'll ask them all to help us prepare a Meng and I will escort Big G back to Wuwang Hill. You meet with those three and ask them for keepsakes to symbolize each one of them during the ritual, then come and find them.
They're all friends. Can't we just go there all together? Or maybe we can take Big G to...
That's not a good idea.
I wouldn't want ordinary folks to become superstitious. The less they know, the better. So be careful what you say when you collect the keepsakes.
Are we really going with Hu Tao's plan? At least by keeping things low-key, we won't be giving anyone nightmares. Hi! Do you remember
Oh, you. Sorry, I won't be needing the funeral parlor's services anytime soon. Yes, we grew up together. We still keep in touch even... I don't know why he started working for Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. To be honest, I find their director to be quite... But he must have had his reasons. He's on his own now, after all. And he still can't get over what happened to... Did he tell you about it?
Yeah, he did. If you could pick one thing to give to Big G as a keepsake, what would you choose? Just, you know, theoretically speaking. We're just being hypothetical here. Definitely not gonna actually go commemorate him or anything.
I'd cook something for him. Oh, he could eat spicy food like no other. His favorite meal was extra spicy Jueyun chili chicken. I can make it for you if you bring me some Jueyun chili. I'm sure he'd appreciate the flavor of his childhood years. I still hear...
Deal! Just give us a minute.
Jueyun chilies are a common size.
Gampang aku punya 300. Karena aku nggak ada yang di-upgrade.
Should be enough. I'll get started on
Satu-satunya karakter Dio yang nge-upgrade cuman Zhongli.
Folks to track down. When everyone's ready, I'll get the dish over to you.
Great! See you later! How did he know about the others?
Oh, what about the pickpockets?
Aku pemalas, aku pemalas. Masih.
Not you again. I told you, I'm not interested in the inner workings of Wangsheng.
Mung told us about you. You're good friends, right?
That's true, yes. Come to think of it, I remember he did join Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. It didn't take long for his good friends to figure out why. The big G, but I know there's nothing we can say to help him get over it. Letting go of the past is a painful process. So, is Big G the reason you're here to see me?
How did you know? We didn't even say anything.
Don't worry, I'm a businessman. I won't go spilling your secrets. Everyone hears the name Moo Moo and thinks I must be dim-witted. I never heard the end of it when I set up shop. But I'd say I proved a few people wrong. Here, take this. It's a top-of-the-line toy box we all dreamed of owning as kids. Back then, none of us could afford it. Today, business is booming. I ended up buying loads of these. It was...
Wow, you must be like super rich.
For me, it's a memento of a childhood long gone. Without it, we wouldn't be where we are today. So, having found me, I guess you'll be looking for Little Wu and Songza next.
We already saw Little Wu. Now we gotta find Songza.
I see. If it's Songza you're after, let's meet at the overpass at Feiyun Slope. It's just above the staircase leading down to the dock. I've got an errand to run. I'll come find you as soon as I'm done.
Songza. Lu di atas. Awas ngeliling. Nah kan? Oh ini.
You're all here.
Reminiscing about old times, thinking back to past events.
Our hometown was completely destroyed in a disaster, so we've got nowhere to go back to. Now, home is wherever friends are.
They've just been telling me you're looking for keepsakes. I make artisan Xiao lanterns down by Liyue Harbor. I guess they represent me better than any. A few days ago, I bought some quality Plostrite shards. I've already spoken to the manager. Could I ask you to retrieve them for me?
Seems like you already know what's going on. Be back in a jiffy.
Ah. Terbangnya lah. Wait. Yengar.
Hi, we're here to pick up the Plostrite shards for Songza.
I think he mentioned it. Yes, here you are in the register, no problem. The Plostrite shards are over in that crate there. Please, help yourself.
Doesn't seem like they're here. Let's look someplace else. Doesn't seem like they're here. Let's look someplace else.
Oh ini ada lagi.
These look like what Songza was talking about. Let's head back.
He's a class act, that one.
My thanks to both of you. This looks like great stuff. Please. Okay, there we go. I wrote all 5 of our names inside the lantern. You know, during the annual lantern rite, we all release a lantern like this, no matter what the days may bring, whichever...
As for the matter of Big G, the 3 of us have discussed amongst ourselves and agreed we won't press you on it.
But if you get the chance, please let him know, and that the things we once spoke of, they've all come to pass.
Thank you. We'll pass it on. Big G is lucky to have. We got everything we need. Let's go to Wuwang Hill and find Hu Tao and the others.
Ay, punya ide goblok nih. Oh? Ya, tidak ada, berarti ini. Oh iya, quest. Kirain.
Oh, you're back already? Sooner than I expected. You didn't go spilling the beans, did you, Paimon?
Does Paimon look that unreliable to you?
Yes!
I'm kidding. Anyway, looks like they were willing to hand over some keepsakes, so I guess they knew the deal. Nevertheless, when it comes to things like ghosts and ghouls, spirits and souls, the one thing everyone knows is you never know what to expect. Which explains why they were reluctant to pry and find out the full story. Which is just as well, because if they had attempted to, it would have been too much for me to deal with. Guard the border between life and death. This is Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's most important responsibility, and I'm stricter than most.
So what about us? Does it matter if we cross the border?
Of course not. After all, you were caught up in all this already, just like Meng. It's not the end of the world if you catch a glimpse behind the curtain. And where we're going, don't be surprised at what you may see or what may occur. All of it exists within the border between the living and the dead. An ordinary place, really. The only special thing about it is that nobody really knows about it. Whatever you do, don't get all worked up over nothing, okay? Or else by the time we're out, I'll have to erase your memories. So listen to everything I say. Let's go.
I'm scared. But like Hu Tao says, we're already caught up in this. We better see it through to the end.
Go to ordinary place mentioned by Hu Tao. Ah. Oke, uji testing Hu Tao, oke. Satu-satunya ini cuman Zhongli deh. I mean, Zhongli yang udah dapet duluan anjir. Pas story questnya Zhongli itu yang udah dapet duluan. Guys, kok copot? Suka kebiasaan nih PC-nya bukan sticknya mah. Wait, itu kan darahnya 3000 anjay.
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh.
Beda ya, beda. Nobles dong.
Somewhere close to death, underworld from the tales of old. This is just a place where the ley lines tend to go a little bit haywire. So keep your cool. Follow me. The farewell ceremony site is just up ahead.
That pattern looks familiar.
From the right angle, you can make out the whole thing.
Oh, just like last time.
Nutup lah. Makan darah banget anjir, 1/4 dong darahnya yang diambil.
Boing, boing, boom! Higher, higher, hands up!
This place doesn't feel at peace.
That's why it's named the border. You can't just cross whenever you please. You need to have a little... how do people normally put it? Pomp and ceremony?
Paimon's pretty sure that's not how people put it.
Go!
Astaga, bekul.
I'll protect us.
Gather!
Meninggal. Tebel banget darahnya.
Let the show be.
By the way, I imagine Adventurers Guild members are good at making order of things. See if you can find a way to get the right things into the right places. Usually it requires a bit of destruction as well as elemental reactions. On your marks.
You talking to us?
Kok bisa sih? Nah, harus pas banget anjir.
I'll protect us.
Chest. Yang penting XP-nya sama Primogem yang ada di dalamnya.
Higher, higher, hands on fire! Go!
Gather!
Ready, steady, go!
Aku males dah jadiin Batwell. Udah chest kelewat ya kayaknya ini. Ya udah bodoh lah.
confusing. Let's have a look around. Or up ahead. Let's dance.
Yang pas yang looping tuh yang mana sih?
With the wind.
Yang ini. Wih, bubuk. Hah, looping, tahi. Lah, oh yang ini.
Huh? Isn't this where we just were before?
Gini ya caranya. Oh iya duduk. Nah, yang tahu sih caranya ini bawa aja dulu. Astagfirullah, bisa itu jelas-jelas bolong bawahnya. Nah, itu bawa dulu. Ini enggak kan. Aku itu jenius, nggak bisa dibodohin. Masih yang buat nambahin energi. Ah, ini. Yep. Bahaya soalnya tuh. Tenggelam. Kalau tadi looping, oh yang ini yang looping tuh.
What that is going on? Have we even been moving forward this whole time?
Iya.
Almost as if we're constantly being sent back to the beginning. Everything resets.
Tuh gampang tuh.
We're stuck. The spirits have trapped us.
Enggak, udah
Don't
diam.
be daft. You've put my mind
Ah,
at rest.
tuh.
Seems it's not easy for ordinary folks to cross over.
Finally! Paimon thought we were gonna be trapped in
Nggak.
that weird place forever.
That's exactly the point. Trespassers end up running scared.
So that's the weird stuff out of the way, right?
Yep. Just dive off the edge here.
Loh. Wait. Oh, air dong bawahnya. Saya pikir bakal kayak God of War gitu. Yang jatuh nggak akan ya ada sih bawahannya. Wait, di belakang nggak ada tempat-tempat lagi nggak sih?
Welcome to the farewell ceremony site. Our destination is just up ahead. I know you're excited, so feel free to have a look around and talk amongst yourselves. Soon you'll find out there's nothing special about this place.
Are you clients? Apologies. This is just a little unexpected. Seeing that it was Hu Tao that brought you puts me at ease. But I'm afraid we don't have the means to entertain. My name is Lan Si. Everyone says waiting is difficult. I can keep... It's all the same.
Udah langsung lah. Masih.
It's the lantern rite again. Wouldn't it be cool if we got to see the lanterns ourselves one day?
You can make a wish without a lantern, you know. My mom yell it. Isn't that kinda embarrassing?
As soon as the first person yells, and everyone else just joins in, and nobody feels embarrassed anymore.
That's right. Little Wu, you start.
Alright, I wish I could open a massive restaurant with never-ending dishes and snacks, so I could eat Joy and chili chicken every day!
Cilit.
That's your wish? If that's so funny, what's your wish?
To get rich, of course. Do big business and make a load of Mora. With Mora, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, if you get rich, you could buy that super expensive toy box.
Not just one. One for everyone. No, loads for everyone.
Well, if Momo's gonna be a businessman, then I don't need to earn any money.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's tough getting rich. Don't put all the pressure on me.
As for me, I want to learn to make Ming Xiao lanterns. The big kind. And Xiao...
Yeah. That way we don't need to go to Liyue Harbor to release Xiao Lantern.
Anyway, those are our wishes. Mung, Big G, what about you? Me?
Huh? They all disappeared. Right when he was about to make his wish.
It brings back so many memories. That was the last lantern ride the five of us spent together.
It's been so long. Everyone's all grown up. Have all those wishes really come true?
We asked each of them for parting gifts for you. Little Wu's become a chef. Momo's a successful businessman. And Zongza makes great Xiao lanterns.
Really? Wow.
We've never forgotten our childhood dreams. Anyway, time to release this lantern.
Hey, take a hint. Let's give them some space to go over the good old days.
Take the hint? Really? Of all of us, you're the one who needs to learn how to read the room.
Really? The end result is the same, though. Exactly what I do and how I do it are just minor technicalities. As I explained, Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was, once upon a time, more akin to a doctor's office than an actual funeral parlor. During the Archon War, piles of corpses covered the wilderness. People were plunged into misery and suffering. Disease was spreading all over the land. Such were the times when the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was first established. As humans, its founders were deemed too insignificant to matter. But slowly, they managed to drive away death.
They must have paid a huge price for that.
After generations, Liyue Harbor became a bustling hub of prosperity, luring people with dreams of great fame and abundant mora. But in the end, some lunatics stirred up the legacy of the dead. By that I mean the remnants of the defeated gods that ravaged the world. I won't go into specifics of that situation, but suffice to say that at its peak, life was on the verge of bringing about its own extinction, while death was coming back with a vengeance. It took a long, long time, longer than you'd think, to restore balance and reinstate the border. Without it, not a chance. Curiosity can be perilous, you know. Don't forget my warning, the less you know, the better. What you make of my words is up to you. I do hope that most of it flew over your heads, though. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is just that, a funeral parlor. We live in peaceful times, but this harmonious coexistence between life and death should never be taken for granted. Huh? It's about time. Let's go. Let's take them to the place where all begins and all goes to rest.
What kind of place is that?
I just mean where we first bumped into each other. I come up with fun names for things sometimes, okay? No need to hound me with questions about every little thing I say.
Yes. Yes. Ada lagi nggak sih? Nah, nggak ada dong. Ada motor suruh motor, buset dah.
I think we did everything we could to make you happy, Big G, wouldn't you say? But if you ever really do become an evil spirit and come back with more nefarious nonsense in mind, I may have to forget our friendship and give you a far less fond farewell.
I won't, I promise. I'm grateful for everything you've done for me. Now that I know that my friends are doing so well, I have no intention to bother them.
I also want to thank you. You made my dream come true, too.
So you should also mind my warning, Mung. If you won't let go of the past, I might reunite you two sooner than you think.
How can you say such horrendous things with that smile on your face?
Well then, last but not least, let's say our goodbyes to Big G.
See you later, Big G.
Not like that. You won't be seeing him later. Let's stick to goodbye and such.
No worries. I'll just take my leave. I'm sorry. Of all the wishes we yelled that day, only ours hasn't come true.
Nah, don't be bothered by that. No life is without its regrets. You can
All right. I'll remember you all.
He's gone then. I thought that closure would bring me relief, but all I can feel now is...
So, what was the wish you two made? We didn't have a chance to hear it earlier.
After each of us has started a family and built a career, we want both our families to spend the lantern rite together. That's why I envy my friends so much. Little Wu and the rest.
That's right. Also, think about this. Everyone gets burnt to ash one day. So enjoy your life while you can, and when your duty to the living is over, you can meet whoever you want again in the afterlife. Isn't that...
Thank you? Either way, I don't think I'll ever return to Wuwang Hill. I have a lot of feelings to process.
No worries. It's a good
Aren't you forgetting about something?
I took you to the border and let you have a look around, didn't I? But based on your reaction, it seems like you didn't find what you're looking for. It is a pity indeed.
The biggest pity of all is your lack of help.
I was fishing around on your behalf through the channels that aren't accessible to you. Unfortunately, I didn't find any leads worth pursuing either. I'll keep my eyes open in case anything crops up. If so, I'll be sure to let you.
You don't sound like you mean it.
I'm not an expert on tracking down the living. However, if you want me to summon someone from the other side of the border...
Oh, stop saying creepy stuff.
Relax. I'll help you look for them. You have my word. My exquisite sense of humor always goes unappreciated. I have my reason.
Reasons?
The spirits we saw near the border are the dead that still long for the world of the living. But I've never seen any of the previous directors there, not even once. This means that becoming the director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was the right decision for them, and left them with no regret.
Udah. Olar. Cuman dapat 4.000. Buset, lama amat.
Since I don't plan to ever... The director's right. A new life...
Gak perlu doa itu, udah punya. Masih. Salah. Jangan yang ini, harus jauh dari teleportnya gitu. Nah,
Dumpy Dumpty go! Boom!
gua lagi. Lu tahu kan sekarang ini? Tahu. Enggak, Aing masih tetap nungguin Ayaka. Aing tetap nungguin Ayaka. Deh, back lah. Ayaka lah. % drop. Aduh, kesian Keking sumpah, numpang lewat doang. Ini gampang orang ginian.
I will have order.
Dumpy Dumpty go! Boing boing boom!
Cing sampah dong dapatnya. WR8 sampah dapatnya anjir. Yang bagus cuman lay line-nya doang. Install apaan sih improt nih? Kebal improt. Enggak. Masa kelihatan sih anjir segitu? Jauh. Bangsat sih.
Gather.
Nah, ngumpul.
Stabilize. Order guide you.
Ya, anjir.
Solidify.
Jumpy Dumpty go! Boing boing boom!
Absolute garbage. Absolute garbage. Aing butuh material ungu. Nggak dikasih terus. Nggak apa-apa nggak dapet yang emas-emas. Terus kasih yang ungu-ungu lah. Bodoh. Sama aja kok. Enggak bisik.
Let the show begin.
PC ku kayak tai nih. Ganti VGA, prosesornya kayak tai tuh.
La la la. Woo!
Keep back.
Apaan sih itu? Itu deket banget.
Let the show be.
Ini yang lawan apa ya? Baru di posisinya di sini. Ini pos baru deh.
Gather.
Ngapa naik?
Solidify.
Let's dance.
Sekali lagi.
Stabilize.
I'll protect us.
Udah males nih.
Keep back. Stabilize. Stabilize.
Habis buat jatah hari ini. Material ayakal. Material ayakal.
Dumpy Dumpty go! Pew! Yeah.
Ya deh.
Order guide you. Keep back.
Akhirnya dapet, baru dapet dong. Kita nungguin buat dapet ginian dong, ngampusnya setengah lama. Mora aja kali. Mora lah. Inginin Mora aja gitu atau tetap Ih, kelihatan sih nggak realistis.
Solidify.
Mental nggak kena damage.
Solidify.
Ini jatuh loh. Cobain pakai cara ini. Meninggal. Meninggal dong. Sikil. Terus langsung nyampe dong. Nah, sini. Astagfirullah, habis energinya. Jatuh sayang ya Allah. Atau belum sih? Satu detik lagi tuh pas. Oh, ini ngabisin resin jam 11, berarti kurangin jam 10, jam 9, jam 8 udah ngisi besok.
Solidify. I will have order.
I'll protect us.
Udah sih ini harusnya. Ini udah penuh juga. Udah penuh aja anjay. Ini udah penuh. Wah, level 50. Ya ganti lah misi yang Bondi ini, mana sih? Bondi ini ganti lah anjir, bikin lamar doang. Nggak ada lagi kan? Nggak ada. Event dah kelar. Show market dah lama sih show market kelar. Ini udah 3 kali perharinya. Ini juga udah tes run. Nah, ini cuma bodoh yang prime jamnya 2 ini mah bodo amat. bodo amat sih. Ini nungguin update lagi. Udah update story siapa tuh si Huta ya udah kelar aja, udah gak ada main lagi Genshin, paling daily doang. Oh itu udah 2 jam, udah pengen jam 11 juga yang belum buka. Apa ya, FGO mah udah kelar aja, cuman daily. FGO paling cuman weekly misi sama login absen doang. Apex Legend nggak, udah champion berkali-kali, istirahat dulu. Udahlah, udah 2 jam juga masih paling ini bakal streaming apa ya next. Dah.